Hey guys, welcome to Sunday on the 7 Awesome Lesbians, and I am Caitlin, your substitute, because Sarah's not feeling too well, so everyone send your love over to Sarah, me included. So welcome to Sunday. As you can see by the fact that my bed looks like it's practically fluorescent, it's pretty shiny and sunny here today, so I think I'm gonna chill outside for a bit, because I'm on spring break. So anyway, on to the topic. Darren took the topic today, and it is, how do you know when the right time is to come out to someone? I was trying to think of like my answer for this, so I don't think there is like a straight answer, no pun intended, because it all depends on the person and the context, and like your relationship with that person. So I mean, sometimes there is a total, if it's like a person that's really important to you, then you kind of have to make the time to come out to them, and you should do it. I think for all of them, the only general rule I can say is just it's when you're comfortable. I don't think you should ever be kind of forced into the situation. It totally has to be when you're comfortable with yourself, when you're comfortable with saying it. But I think it depends on the person. I mean, if it's like your best friends, then I think it should be soon. Or someone, if you've say gone to university and you've been friends with them a few weeks, or like when I went on an exchange and I've been friends with them a few weeks, I felt like I was lying by not telling them. So if you're close enough with that person, then I think it is important. But also it depends on the person themselves. So that's more your relationship. But it depends on the person themselves. If you think that they're like open-minded and they'd be cool with it, or maybe just a little iffy and you don't really know, then yeah. But if you know that they're gonna, start calling you horrible things, or your actual safety is in jeopardy, then I wouldn't suggest it necessarily. So it does depend on the kind of mentality of the person and the relationship you have with them. I mean, if it's like a teacher or your doctor or something, I mean, is there a right time to come out? Is it maybe just when it's necessary? You know what I mean? But in terms of the situation, I mean, I think the right time is kind of hard to find, and I'm not really good at making it, because you really have to, I find, like at least when I came out to my parents, I had to find like a segue. I had to make it happen, and it's not as smooth that way. I think you feel it when it's the right time to say it, or it just happens to come up and you're like, oh yeah, well, I mean, like I've dated a girl, or I'm dating a girl, or something like that. I don't know. And I mean, this is just coming from my perspective. When I come out as queer, I mean, it's different when you come out as, say, transgendered or bisexual, or I mean anything. It does depend on what you kind of want to come out as and how you feel about it yourself. So I'd say really analyze just the person you're coming out to. What you kind of think their reaction is, maybe you should be around. If you're not sure, you should bring a friend with you that would support it. What your relationship with that person is. I mean, is it necessary for them to know your sexual orientation? I feel like sometimes it's just kind of like you want people to know. At least for me, I want people to know, but then it's like they don't really need to know. I mean, it wouldn't come up if I was straight, and then the third being the situation itself. So whether or not it's coming up in conversation, or you're feeling you have to like force it, I think just go with what feels natural and what you feel comfortable with, and that's the right time. For new friends, I'd say give it a few weeks to kind of feel it out and make it not seem like you're like, hey, I'm Caitlin and I'm gay. Because I feel a lot of the time like we want people to know, but we can be a bit too forceful maybe, or if we leave it too long, then it just becomes awkward to bring up. So I think there's that fine window with new people about when you can kind of tell them. So yeah, just keep an eye on the type of person, the relationship you have with them, and then the actual circumstances. So I don't know if that's useful at all. And then the fun question is, what is your favorite movie character? This is hard for me because I have really crap memory, so I can't remember necessarily all of my... So I feel like tomorrow I'm going to wake up and be like, oh, I should have said that was my favorite character. But I really love the movie Matilda. Call me old school and juvenile, but I love it. And I say Matilda's my favorite character because, I don't know, maybe it just makes me miss those days when we were so hopeful of humanity, and so, just passionate about learning, or at least I was, and I'm still passionate about it, but you know what I mean, like, just being, like, there was good and bad, and, like, she was just able to go through all of the things that were thrown at her, and yet she would still be awesome. So, I don't know, I like Matilda. Anyway, I have my tongue twisted. I hope you guys have a good week, and I hope to see you again soon. I hope you feel better, Sarah. Also, please comment. I mean, we have people that are clearly constantly viewing the videos, but no comments. So we want to hear what you guys are thinking. Like, what's your favorite movie character? Have you ever come out too late or too early to someone? What do you think? So, if you managed to get this far, congratulations. And I want to hear what you guys have to say. So, happy Sunday.